Well, welcome. I'm Gordon Mann here from D3Hoops.com. We're standing in an exercise room. That's why you've got the exercise bikes here. And I'm here with Coach Gerry Matthews of Richard Stockton. And Coach, I'm going to start by saying we had Cabrini College coming out of this bracket. Tell us what we got wrong.
Well, you were our motivation.
Oh, well, there you go. You're welcome.
Everybody was telling me at the beginning of the week, we're not supposed to win. And nobody was even sure whether we could beat Bowdoin.
Right.
And the kids I've been playing their buns off. We always put on the board, the team that plays the hardest usually wins. And make sure we're the team that plays the hardest.
Right.
And we did that in the league championship game. And then we've just been trying that. Bowdoin was one set of problems with the size.
Right.
These guys are a different set of problems. But if there's one thing that kids have shown over the whole year, it's that they do play with heart.
Right.
And heart and determination.
Tell me about your week. You win the conference tournament, close game, and then you're waiting at home, and I'm guessing were you thinking you were going to host? Were you not sure? Did you even care? And what did you think when you found out?
Well, you'd like to, but I can't say that. Cabrini's been very successful the last 3 to 4 years.
Right.
That I'm not surprised that they gave them the tournament because they put in to host.
Right.
And how can you argue with it? You go where they tell you to go. And we've put in again now for like next week, so maybe we have a shot after this. Because somebody's always going to have a home game.
Right.
And we had said of our 4 losses, 3 were on the road. So that you may have to continue to play on the road.
Right.
But then again, just play as hard as we've been playing, and we'll do all right.
You come out tonight. They play a 2-3 zone. They play zone most of the years, but you ran and you continue to run the same kind of set play. Take me through that play. You've got a guy who flashes to the middle, 2 on the wing. You're the coach, so take it from there.
There's like 5 or 6 different little things that you do.
Okay.
But you try to change the guy in the middle, or let him come from behind people so that they don't know where he is. They lose track of him. Like when we play Kane in our league and we put a guy on the foul line, they match up with us.
Right.
And then we have nowhere else to throw the ball. So we started working on changing the guy, stepping out, replace him with somebody else, run a few screens for the people on the wings, and try and get pretty good percentage shots. But one of the things we had said going into tonight was, don't keep settling for threes.
Well,
go to the basket. And
Are you going to stay the weekend?
He's
Coach Bittner?
Yeah. We're on screen.
Oh, my bad.
That's all right.
Sorry.
I lost my train of thought.
It's okay. We're talking about playing against the zone defense.
It's comedy being around us.
Like I had said when we were doing this before, I thought we were very patient. We didn't want to play in the game in the 90s. We didn't even want to get the game into the 80s.
Right.
And like when you talk about the length of possessions for the football teams, like in a half, I thought that if you added up the time we had the ball in the first half, I'd be surprised if it wasn't 14 or 15 minutes.
Right.
Because they would come down, shoot quickly,
right,
but then let us go down, try and take our time, get what we wanted, stay out of foul trouble, and just take a high percentage shot. We felt that we would get one if we just waited long enough, because I feel like we have 3 or 4 guys who are pretty good shooters.
Right. Yep.
And Namby's done a phenomenal job inside. He's like 6'3.5", no more than 6'4".
Plays much bigger.
Right. He's done a great job as our big guy. And then Anthony Woodard comes in, and he's not as disciplined as Namby, but he jumps more. He blocks a shot here and there. So we feel like we got a nice rotation going with the people that play. But I will say this too, Kevin Johnson has come alive in the last 2.5 weeks, which is something we've been waiting for all season.
Well, he hit that big shot against, I don't remember if it was Kane or who it was in the semifinals, in the final few seconds to get you guys into the finals.
He went the length of the floor in about 5 seconds for a layup to put us up 1, and that was the final score.
Yeah.
And he's just into it. We laughed today at 9 in the morning. Kevin Johnson sent out a motivational text to everybody. We were stunned.
Could you repeat it, or is it not for family consumption? Huh?
No, it was good.
Okay.
It was good. But we were stunned that he would actually do this.
Right.
We've been trying to get him to do things like this all year.
This was a very well-coached team. They were disciplined. Even at the end of the game, fast break, you're up 7, would have been very easy for Emil Johnson, who had the ball, to just take it to the rim. He pulls it back, they get the foul, you run a few more seconds. And there wasn't even a hesitation, he just did it automatically. Has this team been easy to coach or more coachable in comparison to prior teams, or am I just seeing the finished product here?
Let's put it this way. Everybody has had a few bad moments here,
okay,
and everybody has had a few very good moments here and there. And, you know, I told you about the conversation with Kevin. I had to have one with Ramil after one of our next to the last week of the regular season, and he knew where I was coming from, and he's been great since then, because he realized the same thing. He's playing till the end now. This is his last organized games, and that, so that, you know, the beer league's the next.
Well, he came in and joined us briefly for the interview, and he is very active on the bench. Tell me about your relationship with Coach Bittner.
It's evolved pretty good over the last 8 years. I used to be the guy doing the running and screaming on the sideline.
That's what I remember, yes.
Right now, my right knee, if I stand up quickly, I'm never sure if it's going to give way or not.
Okay.
And the last thing I want to do is fall on my buns on the sideline and be a spectacle.
Right.
So it's given him an opportunity to do more coaching.
Right.
I sit there a little bit more quietly. If I want something specifically done, I may say it to him.
Right.
But we've got, just like with the kids in a rotation, we've got kind of a nice rotation on the coaching staff right now.
Well, last question for you. The last time you and I talked, you had beaten William Patterson in a 4-overtime game at your place, and I said, how are you going to celebrate? And you said, I'm going to take my grandkids out for ice cream. It's pretty late. I don't know if ice cream places are still open, so how do you celebrate this one?
Well, I can tell you how I celebrated the NJAC win last week.
Sure.
I took 4 of them on Sunday, and what's the kid's picture that's out? Oh, we went and saw the Lego picture.
Okay.
That was
What's your review
on Sunday. The kids liked it. I wasn't that fond.
Okay.
And no, you know what tomorrow will be? I'm going to Barnes & Noble to look for books.
Well, I don't know if you'll get to read them at home or on the road, but next week. But you know, if you get a bus ride, maybe you'll have something to read.
No, I'll gladly put off reading if we can keep going for 2 more weeks. But we're going for 1 more. The kids were supposed to go on spring break this weekend, and right now those 14 guys can't go on spring break, but they're delighted to be here.
Spring break Pomona this year for Richard Stockton. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.